Hi guys, this is social studies revision. This is a revision worksheet. So I will go slowly through the revision worksheet and give you the answers, and so you can understand what you must do. So the question is social studies, grade 4, and we will be on page 108 till page 114. So let's start. So the question is you um, must label all the pictures there. So let's look at the picture. So top part, the light blue, there you can say it's soil. The top part here, you can see this. You can say topsoil. Okay, and the dark blue there you can see trees, dead animals. You can see a log, a piece of wood, and there's a lot of organic. So it's organic matter. We call it organic matter. So it is soil or topsoil, dead animals and plants. Yeah. Uh, um, there you can see that's the ground. There's sand. The light brown there, it's sand, and the dark brown, you can say it's sediment. So it's rock. It's sand here and rocks. Okay, sand, mud, and rocks. Okay, here you can say sand. Here you can say mud, the dark brown. So sand, mud. That here, the dark blue, it is dead animals here. You can see a fallen tree there, it's wood. Again, this is dead animals and plants or any organic matter. That is sand there, it's mud there, and the white part, that are fossil fuels. So fossil fuels, boys, are formed from remains of dead animals and plants from millions of years ago. So fossil fuels are formed millions of years ago. So it's dead animals and plants from million years ago. So it, you can say again, topsoil. They can say dead animals and plants. Um, there you can see there you can see mud or sand, and here you can see mud, and here the white part, that is the fossil fuels. So fossil fuels are formed from remains of dead animals and plants from millions of years ago. That is in short the labeling of the picture. There's a rubric how we will give you marks. Let's go to question 2. To find fossil fuels. Now I already gave you the answer, but the fossil fuels are formed from remains of dead animals and plants. Fossil fuels are formed from remains of dead animals and plants. Fossil fuels are formed from remains of dead animals and plants from millions of years ago. So its fuels are formed from remains of dead animals and plants from millions of years ago. Fuels formed from remains of dead animals and plants from millions of years ago. That is fossil fuels, or that are fossil fuels. Fuels that form from remains of dead animals and plants from millions of years ago. That's question 2. Question 3, they asking what do we mean by irrigation? Now, irrigation is the watering of plants, trees, of crops on farms or anywhere in certain times. So it means you're watering certain plants, you're watering certain crops at certain times of the day. That you call irrigation. It's just watering of plants and trees or crops on the farms at certain times. Okay, that is irrigation. Watering of plants or trees, crops on farms at certain times. What's the main problem farmers face in the Middle East? The main because Saudi Arabia is a hot and dry country, the main problem that farmers face is a lack of water. There's not enough water for growing food and continuing daily activities in Saudi. So there's not enough water for growing food and containing or continuing our daily activities because Saudi don't have permanent rivers and lakes. That's the main problem of farmers in the Middle East. There is not enough water for growing food and continuing our daily activities because Saudi don't have permanent rivers and lakes. That's the main problem farmers face in Saudi Arabia. Next question, what's a kanat? I'll describe how kanat works. A kanat is underground tunnel built so we can use groundwater. So it's underground tunnels built so we can use the groundwater. Underground tunnels built so that we can use groundwater. That's kanat. It's underground tunnels built so that we can use groundwater. That is kanat. Let's go to the last question. This is about desalination. So first, I'm going to tell you what desalination is. Desalination is a process of removing salt from a substance, usually from water or soil. So what it actually means, like in Saudi, there's a lot of desalination plants. So it means they use the ocean, the water from the ocean to remove the salt from the water from the ocean and the remove salt so we can get fresh water. That is desalination, moving salt from a substance used from water or oil. So they state their question. Some people are desalination is a good idea, others it's a bad idea. What's the pros and what's the cons? So the pros are it's you supply fresh water. You can supply fresh water. The next one, you remove salt from. You can remove salt. You can remove the salt from the seawater, and it is very effective. So you you remove the salt from um, from the seawater to get fresh water. So you get the first answer there you get. So it's supply fresh water. It supply fresh water every day. Second one is you remove the salt from seawater to get the fresh water. And the third one, it's very effective. The cons are that it's very expensive and you use a huge amount of power. It's very expensive and you use a huge amount of power. That is the cons. So that is this is the video for the worksheet of week 14. Guys, I say thank you and we will see you again on Wednesday. Thank you guys. Keep safe. Stay indoors.